on, everybody. Welcome into Northern Life. Thanks for being with us here on this Friday. We've got Briggs, we've got Ryan, and I am Hunter. It's like riding a bike. You just hop right back on. This first week back, it flew by, honestly. Yeah. I mean, now we're getting ready to go into the second week and the rest of our lives here with this show. Did you guys sign the contract for the rest of your lives?
I think I did. Maybe it was on accident. I don't know.
Look at the fine clauses of the contract.
Lifetime term? Wow.
Yes. You guys get us forever, so get ready for it.
Oh, great.
Man, the week really did go by fast, though. It's been so fun getting back up here and chatting with not only you guys, but everyone at home every day. I missed it so much, so it's nice to be back in the swing of things.
Feels good. Feels great.
Sure does. Well, hey, coming up today, we are back with another year of NFL picks as Green Bay Packers fans get ready to watch their backup quarterback get the start against the Colts. We all saw Jordan Love get an injury last weekend, unfortunately, so we'll see how that goes for the green and gold. We're also going to talk about some of the best events going on around town this weekend, too.
And it's a sad day, even though we're celebrating a Friday. That's because our Northern Life team is missing somebody starting next week. That's because it's the last day today for our director, Seth. Seth is going to be joining Briggs and Hunter here on the desk, talking about his time here and sharing some of his favorite memories from our Northern Life show.
Oh, look at that group picture. That must have been duck pin bowling.
Back when we used to do some duck pin.
That was like a year ago or something like that.
It's almost been a year now.
Whoa!
Yeah, we had some team building in those days. And before we get to that sad news, though, let's talk about some good news for our team. As you may well know, every year, the Duluth News Tribune, they do this thing called Best of the Best. It's a celebration of the best things in Northland, businesses, organizations, things that make the Northland a better place to live. And I think that is kind of the epitome of Hunter McCullough, who, thanks to voters, has won Best Local Celebrity in town.
Round of applause for Hunter.
I love the photo, too. That's beautiful.
I used our election graphic for this one, so Best Celebrity.
That's great. Well,
check mark.
Yeah, right? Oh, my gosh.
Not only Best Local Celebrity, Best Local Band, too, for the Northwoods
That's
fans.
awesome. That is so
How's it feel?
It feels amazing, honestly. I love what I do here. I love playing music. Life is very, very good right now, and it's cool to see that resonates with the viewers and the people that come and watch the band. So thank you all very much. Thank you guys very much. Hopefully we can keep this going for many years. I love what I do. It's a lot of fun.
Well, you signed that lifetime contract, so let's see how many in a row you can get.
80 years old in my walker.
The people will still love you.
We'll see.
And hey, guess what? A big thanks to you all because you have also voted Northern News Now the best TV station in town. So big thanks to you for that. And it sounds like there's actually a celebration tonight over at Bent Paddle from 3 to 6 p.m. And our friends at KQ are going to be broadcasting there, and everyone is welcome to stop by.
Oh, how fun. It's so nice that they throw such a cool party for everybody who got honored with those awards.
Yeah.
So we have to stop by. I think we last year we got some beautiful flowers, maybe even a little plaque.
Placky Boo, yeah.
Placky Boo. You must have gotten a couple last year too, didn't you?
It's something like that, but yeah, it is a fun time over there. But yeah, we should definitely stop by maybe after work, 4 or 5 o'clock, something like that. We'll see what happens.
Could be a good idea. I like it. Well, now to a story our news team covered the other night. Here in Duluth, a family cat had been missing for nearly 2 months, and recently they just made an unbelievable discovery. Check it out.
Come on, buddy.
Under it.
Yes, you should be able to get through this now.
It might be Drifter.
Come on.
That's the craziest part.
Come on.
It looks like him.
It looks like him.
Is that him?
Drifter! Wait, can I get a He's been under there the whole time. He's really skinny.
The absolute joy on his face there. That's Cliff. Drifter the cat was pulled out of the sewer in front of the East Hillside home just this week. It was all the way back in July that Cliff Neseth says Drifter went missing on the day the construction crew outside his house capped a sewer hole down the street and then covered that area with rocks. So then on Tuesday, neighborhood kids heard meowing from a blocked off storm drain in the area. So the family investigated. They were able to dig out the dirt and they cut a hole in the fabric, pulling Drifter to safety. He was found a way to survive down there for almost 2 months trapped underground, which is just absolutely incredible. The vet says he's going to be okay despite losing 9 pounds while he was down there, so I'm sure he's a hungry boy.
Seriously?
That 2 months trapped in there. Hopefully, maybe there was some food for Drifter down there in the sewers.
I would hope maybe some street rats or something like that underneath the sewer rats. But
Drifter's going up against the rats.
Exactly, you gotta look out. But first off, I can't believe how resilient these animals are. To last for 2 months down there must have not been a lot of room to move around, and was able to survive for 2 whole months. Second off, I can't believe this sort of thing doesn't happen more often. Like animals are so curious of these little pockets, and no matter where they are, whether it's like under a tree or in the sewer system or whatever, and I feel like that should be happening way more often, but thankfully it doesn't, obviously.
We saw the joy on Cliff's face there, but I know they have some children who must have just been thrilled to find their favorite kitty again. Like, oh man, what a sweet story.
Family pets so important. Good news out there for you, Drifter. Well, hey, for parents out there, making plans with your kids' friends can be tricky or difficult, I hear. But now, according to the Today Show, parents are passing out Playdate business cards, so that way their kids can make friends faster. It's part of a growing trend among parents who are advocating for more in-person playdates and creative approaches for exchanging that contact information in real life.
So
that's funny. I remember the joke back in the day used to be like, well, my parents pay you to come over and play with me. That's kind of what this feels like a little bit, but it's sweet. It's sweet. It's a nice way, to make it easy for parents to get kids together, because I'm sure with like hectic schedules and sports and activities after school, it's got to be hard to arrange all that.
I don't think I have a new business card since I returned to the TV station, so the fact that there's kids out there that have Playdate business cards, and I still need to get mine. I gotta get on it.
Just picturing a bunch of 7-year-olds running around and handing out business cards to each other. That's
cool.
It's a weird business model, but hey, it works, I guess.
Just getting ready for the real world.
Yeah, that's true. Warming them up. That's true.
Come play with me, please.
Call my mom. When we come back, it is week 2 in the NFL season. We're back with our Northern Life picks and an awesome challenge this weekend in Lutsen. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, everybody. We love getting messages and comments from you all, and you can always send us your viewer questions on Facebook or Instagram, or even over on our Northern Life pages. And sometimes we even get questions from our own coworkers right here in the building. And this one popped up during our 5 o'clock newscast the other night during one of our commercial breaks. Our evening director, Ryan Skorich, posed this question to our team. He says, would you rather have an all-expense-paid trip to space for 3 days or an all-expense-paid trip to Europe for 3 months? What say you guys?
I really like Earth's surface, and so I don't necessarily want to do either of those, but I think I'm going to take the one with less risk, because I hate airplanes, as you know. I think I'm going to take the Europe trip. I can't imagine going in a spaceship up to space.
3 months in Europe would be incredibly
expensive. And there's our
so,
celebrity friend again. That's okay. Just reminding the folks at home, he is the best celebrity.
Have I told you that Hunter's the best?
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to go 3 months in Europe, because 3 months in Europe would be incredibly expensive. 3 months in space would also be incredibly expensive, but there's not as much you can do in space compared to Europe.
That's true.
But imagine, Adam Lorch's theory was this, being able to look out on the Earth and just knowing everybody who exists possibly right now in the universe is on that planet right there.
Yes.
There could be other planets, who knows?
That's true.
But just know your little spaceship up in the sky might, I don't know. I don't know.
You never know what's going to happen.
Let's see anything further. I could be on the beach in Spain or somewhere.
Safely on soil.
That risk is a lot less than, on the beach.
Yeah, we have heard recently about the astronauts who have had their space trip extended for much longer than they thought.
Yes.
I personally would not want to find myself in a situation like that.
But gladly, I think they're safe.
Yes.
I can't drink Tang that long. Do you still drink Tang?
That's your biggest concern?
Yeah.
It only goes so long hanging out in space. Well, this week in the NFL, both the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings host their first home games of the new season. The Packers falling to the Eagles in week 1 during that historic game in Brazil, but they also lost their quarterback Jordan Love to a knee injury. And meanwhile, the Vikings absolutely pummeled the New York Giants last Sunday in a game where their new quarterback, Sam Darnold, really shined. And with all that being said, you guys, how are you picking for this week? And so we got the Colts at Packers, Vikings hosting the 49ers down in Minneapolis. Let's go with you, Briggs, first.
Yeah, I think I went Colts and 49ers. I didn't have a lot of confidence in either one of our local teams. I feel bad, but I'm trying to pick against the Vikings because I did last week, and they won. And I do really want them to win, so now I'm going to pick the 49ers and hope that maybe the Vikings win again, and it's just me.
You're risking your own record to benefit the Vikings record.
It's all for the team, always. Yeah, I'm doing it for the squad.
Wow!
Doing it for the, and then Hunter, how did you pick?
Well, first off, I just want to announce that I am 2-0. I have not lost yet with my picks.
Okay.
And so I'm going to continue that trend here, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to be going with Vikings winning, and I do think the Packers are going to lose. I think the Colts are going to beat the Packers. So we'll see what happens here, but I've got my money on the Vikings, hopefully winning.
Gotcha. I think I went with Briggs, too. I think I went Colts. And then I went, 49ers.
49ers.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would really love for the Vikings to beat up on the 49ers, but I still got to make some smart decisions, and they're currently the favorites when it comes to Vegas money. So,
that's true.
All right, I've heard no Christian McCaffrey this weekend, so that could be good news for us.
That's true.
Could be a fun home opener. We'll see. I'm going to have to pick up some ground since I got both of my picks wrong last week, so we'll see how I do. Hunter here, as he mentioned to us all, he's the best local celebrity, and he's leading the way with Ryan here right behind him at 1-1. So we'll see how things go come Monday.
Perfect.
Best local celebrity and best football picker in the Northern Life crew here. Well, let's talk about our weekend ahead, shall we? Up at the Superior National Golf Course in Lutzen, Minnesota, they are doing their annual 100-hole challenge. So on Sunday, it sounds like Heath Ekstrom and his brother Drew Ekstrom are going to be once again golfing from sunup to sundown in an attempt to play 100 holes of golf or more in that day, and they're doing so to raise money for the Folds of Honor Foundation, which provides educational scholarships to the children and spouses of fallen or disabled military service members. So you can find more information about that day on the Superior National Golf Course Facebook page.
Oh,
and guys, I've golfed 36 holes of golf in a day. That's a lot. My back cannot take it. As you can tell, my back couldn't even take 2 holes of golf the other day.
Doesn't stretch once.
But 100 holes of golf, especially at such a beautiful course. I love that Lutzen course. It's fantastic. And especially for that awesome cause is certainly lovely to see.
How long do you think 100 holes would take?
I mean, usually 18 holes of golf usually takes about 4 hours. But you know, you're playing behind somebody usually. So for 100 holes of golf, it would probably take you all day.
Man.
Wow. So you literally probably have to start at midnight.
Start before the sun rises.
Before the sun rises.
And then probably finish, you know. It's harder to golf at night because it's harder to see the ball, but in the morning, sometimes the sky's a little brighter.
It would probably take me at least 3 times that long, because it would take me like 3 times the strokes probably that it would Ryan. So
it's going to take a long day, but good shout out to the Ekstroms up there.
Yeah, what an awesome cause, too. Well, if you're looking for something fun to do this weekend, here are just 5 of the great things that are going on around the area. The Duluth October Festival returns to Bayfront in Duluth, and you can also watch the North Shore Inline Marathon racers on Saturday as well. Meanwhile, there's a chance to take in a Duluth Historic Properties tour. We got a lot of those here, so that could be something real fun. Otherwise, Earth Rider in Superior is hosting their 6th annual Earth Rider Fest, and for fans of fall, you can go pick your own pumpkins already at Farmer Doug's. I've been seeing lots of pumpkins. We talked about Halloween decorations on the show yesterday, and I'm here for it. I'm ready for fall. I want to decorate with those pumpkins, so I'm going to have to get out there.
Should be great. We'll see you after the break.
Welcome back, folks. Well, we're excited because it's the end of the week. It's also a sad day. It is the final day for our original Northern Life team. We'll be all together here. That's because our amazing director extraordinaire, Mr. Seth Anderson, is saying goodbye to our team here at Northern News now. And Seth, my gosh, what the heck? You're leaving us. We're going to miss you, my friend.
It's weird to be on this side of the camera, isn't it?
This is also his first time being on this side of the camera.
I give you guys a lot of grief. I give you guys a lot of grief behind the scenes for what you guys say and do on camera, but this is a lot of lights.
It's very bright up here.
It's good time.
Yes.
You need a fan, I think.
Yes.
So how are you feeling on your last day here? You've been here in Northern News now for a while.
Yeah, about 3 years. It's bittersweet. You know, I love working here. I love the people that I get to work with, from the on-air talent, the likes of you two. And,
thanks.
The likes of us.
when we first started this show, I remember Ben telling me, "Hey, you're going to be the director for this brand new lifestyle show thing. You get to work with Hunter and Briggs and some other guy."
Whoa.
It's like, oh,
Ryan's in the background
he's
questioning why he let you up here.
It was like, oh man, the local celebrity Hunter McCullough and journalist extraordinaire Briggs the Savage. It's like, I had heard of you before I started working here, and now I get to, it's really special that I get to call you guys friends,
It really was a lot of work building this up from the ground up, and all 5 of us have this special bond with this show, and it's a huge piece of us that's going to be leaving the show with you leaving. So, my friend, we're for sure going to be missing you here. But do you have any funny or embarrassing moments that you want to share from work or from any of our shoots? That
I mean, Ryan keeps pulling up that photo of me in college. That's pretty embarrassing.
Yeah, tell us about that. What's that all about? A roster pick.
You've had every single hair phase I've ever seen in my life. Just knowing you the past 2 or 3 years, every single hair phase.
Yeah, you gotta be creative a little bit. And I was experimenting with what I could do with a beard, and I think I've settled on not doing that anymore.
This look is very good.
Oh, thank you.
But I like that look too, the handlebar mustache or whatever.
Yeah.
That's a very cool look.
Yeah, I thought so too at the time.
Bring it back, why not?
Yeah.
And Seth here actually made a top 5 list to share some of your favorite moments working here on the Northern Life Show. So let's run through those.
Yeah,
What's your top one?
what did I write? Let's see here. So the van rides, I don't remember most of the shoots that we've done individually, but I do remember getting to them was always the best part.
Oh.
I love, just getting to know everybody and giving each other a lot of grief and making fun of people on the way there, each other on the way.
That's always the best.
And everybody knowing Hunter. Yeah,
Hunter
I agree.
Every single time we go someplace outside of the building, somebody recognizes Hunter. Somebody grabs Hunter, and we gotta wait for Hunter to catch up. 'Cause he's,
no way, yeah. That's cool.
And he takes it so well too. He loves meeting people. That's not an act. He really does enjoy
Thank you.
talking to people.
That's very sweet of you, Seth.
Wild to me.
Well, it's wild. What about assembling Northern Life?
Yeah, like I said earlier, starting the show from the ground up has been such a special experience. Just getting to know the team and working so closely behind the scenes, getting to put this product together and showing off everything that the Northland has to offer. It's been a really, really important time in my life.
Yeah. And we know you give us a hard time, so we'll skip over that one. Let's not talk anymore about that. But getting to know us as individuals, tell us more about that.
Yeah. I wonder what us, Seth.
Oh, man. Well, it's been great getting to know you, Seth, and we're going to miss you so much. And thank you so much for everything.
Yep.
So we'll look ahead to what's coming up next week after the break. Well, we are really excited about some super fun stories we have coming up next week. We're going to take you inside Duluth's first ever cat cafe, meeting some sweet kitties and the owner of the cafe, who explains what inspired her to open up this unique business.
Oh my gosh, so many fun stories. Then on Tuesday, we hit a one-of-a-kind farm in Renshaw where 300 chickens came out to greet us, and we'll learn all about what goes into locally laid eggs, all thanks to the folks over at the farm Lola. It was such a fun shoot, too.
Are you calling me a chicken hunter?
Come on, 301.
Blindfolds on. What is this
Are you
shot?
sleeping, Bruce?
Take us away. Show us the chickens, please. Oh, Lord.
Just having a spa day.
There we
I hope I
go.
never see that shot of me again.
I think we were going to get to a kicker today, but I think we should probably talk more about Director Seth.
Yes.
Director Seth's a fantastic guy, and he's a great director. It's his first time ever being on camera, so he said a lot more words than I thought he was going to say. So that's good news. Also didn't swear.
Yeah.
The FCC is very happy about that.
That's very true. Well, like we said, it's a piece of us leaving here. We started the show with all 5 of us, or 6 of us, and now one of us is leaving, and it's a sad moment here in Northern Life history.
We'll introduce you to our new director, too, when we see you again on Monday.
Big tease.
Oh, big
We love
tease.
that. Thank you so much, Seth, and thank you all for joining us. Have a great rest of your weekend.
Find some time to throw a line, or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.